whole brain lessons can help teachers and students be successful in the classroom during COVID-19. I'm Sunday Heppner, and I'd like to share 30 years of whole brain strategies. Teaching tip. Classes from over 30 years of teaching will be shown. During COVID-19, you need to space the children when doing the English language arts and math whole brain lessons. I apologize for the high pitch in the background. This was taken over 25 years ago.
And I'm so proud to shout about school is fun! Yay! And school is fun, boys and girls. Oh my God! Equals zero!
Sunday Heppner, a school teacher of many, many years and great experience, an author, a coach, a mentor, a singer, a songwriter. So now I'm going to turn to Sunday and ask her to begin with this thing called jingles or hooks. How you use it.
Well, I have to introduce the concept to the children. So I introduce it in a jingle. For example, if I have antonyms, the hook or the jingle would be antonyms, antonyms, words that are opposite, opposite, words that are opposite are antonyms. And you hear these jingles and hooks in advertisements all the time. And then you go home and you just can't get it out of your head.
Antonyms, antonyms, words that are opposite, opposite, words that are opposite are antonyms. Yes, no, big, little, boy, girl. And we're really learning the skills.
In my lessons, we're using both sides of the brain. The children are clapping, snapping, or moving their body. They're getting oxygen to their body, exercising.
Teaching tip. Using whole brain lessons open up the right and left side of the brain. Hand movements create more oxygen to the brain for better retention. All three learning styles, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, are used in a lesson.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O-U. Mr. A, short vowel, a.
Teaching tip. During COVID-19, you can also do lessons outside. Children sit spread apart on the grass or take chairs. Child's chair has his or her name on a piece of tape. Each child has a personal booklet of whole brain lessons.
A morning in my classroom. Well, as soon as the children come in, my observation of them is, are they quiet? If they're quiet and calm, I know we're going to have a pretty good day. If they come in, they're noisy, oh my gosh, I know I'm going to have to use several of my power teaching whole brain strategies, lessons. And I brought one of my lessons right here to show you what it looks like. Ready? Begin.
Contractions are two words made into one. Two words made into one. Contractions, contractions are great fun. Are great fun.
Contractions need apostrophe, apostrophe. Where there's a missing letter, missing letter. Okay, now boys and girls, I'm not going to be the solo. I'm going to pick one of you boys and girls to come up. You're going to be the solo, and the rest of you are going to be all. And you come on up. Is that too low? You can keep your book right there. And I'm going to be walking around to see how you're doing. Start right there.
Ready position? Begin. Did not. Didn't. Has not. Hasn't. It is. It's. I will. I'll. We have. We've. Turn the page. Ready position? Begin. Are not. Aren't. You are. Your.
Teaching tip. Teacher walks around monitoring the students while the mini teacher is leading a review of a lesson the teacher has taught the whole class.
I may put this into a competition game.
Now, let me ask you a question. Is this a lesson that you personally prepared?
Right, this is a lesson I've written.
And is it and others like it contained in one or more of your books?
Right, this is in my English language arts book right here.
Okay.
And this is a 2-page lesson, and then at the end of the lesson I can give a test. But if I really want them to really understand the concept, I go into the competitive game, because they know there's going to be competition going on between one side against the other, and you can have rewards. The reward can be a sticker, even a sticker. They want to do the game, and they're working together, and then there starts to be that respect between the children, because they have to work together to be the winners. Now we're going to play the antonym game. I have placed the antonym cards on the floor. You're going to be running in groups of 2. This is going to be team 1, and we're going to have team 2 over here. When you find your pairs here, you hold it up, and then if it's a pair, you can win a point for your team. So instead of me talking, we're going to just demonstrate. Okay, you two come in the back here.
Teaching tip. Set rules before the game starts. Good behavior signals the game will last a long time. If they are noisy or disrespectful, the game is over. Tell students they have chosen to end the game because of the noise. Don't give them a second chance. They must learn what you say is final. It shows them what good choices look like.
Ready? Go! One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, day and night, on and off. Good. So you're on this side. Straight and crooked, and we have ugly and pretty. Yes. Go. Hot and cold, slow and fast. Good job, you guys. 2, 3, 4, here for the boy. It's a tie!
Your lessons sound like the teacher has to expend a lot of energy.
Yes and no. Sometimes I do. If I find myself, I can't keep this pace up, I bring up my little mini teachers, what we talked about before. They get up, they start teaching the lesson. This team has their mini teacher who they chose as their leader, and this team has their leader. I'm able to just step back, and I'm monitoring, and I'm walking around, I'm relaxing, and this is psychological benefits for me and also the children, because they're enjoying themselves teaching. I just walk around, maybe for 10 minutes. The kids are going back and forth, and it's quality teaching that's going on, quality learning.
So you're monitoring constantly?
Yes, I'm monitoring everything. And if there's a child there that can't get his hands right with a clap or something, then I go back there and help them along. Because you do have those children in your classroom who are non-English speaking children who might need a little bit more guidance, but the other kids are just going on and doing their business. Everybody is participating.
It concerns me because I know that today many classrooms are located very close to each other. Mm-hmm. With that in mind, would the students participating in these lessons create too much noise?
Yes and no. It all depends on the teacher. I can have my children doing these lessons and we are whispering. We have a silent clap. There's no noise whatsoever. And they're also getting their exercise. The competitive game is going on. I tell them, you know, we are having so much fun. We don't want to interrupt the class next door. So if you want to continue on with this, you have to do it quietly.
Strategies and your lessons. Does a teacher need to have a music background in order to utilize your books?
No, they don't have to have any background in music. I say music. Kids love music. You say, we're going to do a musical, song lesson. And the clapping is the music. It's keeping a nice, steady beat.
Even with the silent clapping?
Even with a side clap. It's like this. It's like tapping your feet. When you hear music, you're tapping your feet, or you got this, but it's all quiet. And that's the music.
On your website, the children actually doing the teaching, and I'm overwhelmed. What do you do to incentivize a child to do that, to become a teacher?
Well, all children want some kind of recognition.
Go ahead.
When I teach the first graders, it makes me feel so proud of myself, and I hope my mom's gonna be so proud. And I like the way the first graders smile and give me attention.
How long have you been doing the mini teaching?
I don't know, maybe for 50 days or something. I don't know.
15 days?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay. When you first started, were you nervous or
I was too shy.
you were too shy? And then how do you feel now? Are you getting used to it, or do you really like to get up there or look forward to it, or what?
I feel very proud, and I like teaching a lot.
Oh, that's good.
Miss Heppner teaches me a lot of songs from the papers, and she talks clearly and loudly so I can hear. And when I grow up, I want to be a teacher. Being a mini teacher is what I like to do best in C2, and I didn't know anything about it when Miss Heppner told me. She taught me how to do it, so I started teaching first grade, then I started going down to kindergarten. They're really good at doing it. Sometimes I make mistakes, but I teach them how not to make mistakes. And these lessons help them get smarter and make me get smarter. And this is what I do best. I love it. It's fun, and you get to do a lot and teach the first graders about money and the clock. And I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm. What are you excited about?
About teaching them.
Mm-hmm. How does it make you feel?
Happy.
Other than excited? You really look forward to it?
Mhm.
Yeah? How long have you been doing it?
About a couple of months.
A couple months? Were you afraid at first?
Not really.
Not really, you just kind of really took to it, huh? Okay. Thank you.
Each year, the children respond the same. Happy to participate and learn. I apologize again for the high pitch in the background. The video is very old, but the whole brain strategy is the same. I have a mini teacher teaching, and the mini teacher and the students respond back and forth, reviewing a lesson I have taught.
starting from first grade all through third grade. This is a generic book. It can be used for first, second, third, or children between the ages of 5 and 9.
Hey, let me ask, how many years have you been using these power teaching whole brain strategies and lessons? All 30 years?
No, 25 years. The first 5 years I had okay class. That 5th year I had that terrible, challenging class where I had to write my own curriculum, my own lessons, and here it is. I mean, we have so many standards to teach and so little time. Lessons, I compile them together, and then when I do that competitive game, we might be going over 5 standards. And they're reviewing and remembering 5 standards.
So it sounds to me like your whole brain strategy not only are good for the kids, but good for the teachers as well.
Oh, that's the reason why I wrote the first one, for the kids and also for me, because I wanted to have fun teaching.
You know, it seems to me that one of the many benefits of using your program is that it's unlike any other program that's commercially available, because your programs make it fun for both the teachers and the students with a minimum exertion of energy. So the teachers at the end of the day are not drained, collapsed, or worse.
Right.
Is that true?
Right, correct.
Hi, my name is David Malden. I've been teaching for the past 12 years. And I'd just like to take a minute and tell you how much Miss Sunday Heppner's SBC revitalized reinforcement of the lesson standards has made a difference in my classroom. These lessons engage my students 100% participation. From the lowest child to the highest, I get full body, mind, and spirit participation with my kids. When they see that we're going to do these, they're all on board, they're standing, and they're ready to go in my classroom. What you see here is a demonstration that she includes with each packet. She'll show you how to engage the class in these lessons. And I just want to say how much I have enjoyed them and how much of a difference they've made with my test scores. Thank you.
Teaching tip. If you want me to teach the lesson, put the DVD in and I will guide your students through the lesson.
My name is Brett Green. I am a former student of Sunday Heppner. I was in her 3rd grade class and I was back again for her 4th grade class. She taught us everything that she's teaching you now. The clapping for the cadence. It helped us remember everything. It really sticks. And I never thought about being a teacher until I took Sunday Heppner's classes. She encouraged me. She was a role model. She is the sole reason I am a teacher.
Year after year, the class is different, but the way I teach and the way the children respond is always the same. Begin. 6 plus 7
Equals 13.
4 plus 8
Equals 12. 3 equals 9. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 8 plus 5 equals 8. 6 plus 2 equals 8. 7 plus 2 equals 9.
Hi teachers, parents, and educators. I want you to know that I'm thankful that you took time to watch my story. Hopefully it will be of a lot of help in educating the children during COVID-19. As you can see, when I go into a classroom, I'm going to be wearing a shield because I'm an older teacher. So, thank you again for watching.